Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have Throwback Thursday to discuss and review, and we have Tessie Kins, a fellow Canadian, to thank for picking this week's candle, Bath & Body Works. Let me grab it here. Endless Weekend, and I decided to pick it in the small jar because I've had this one for so long now. As I'll explain in a bit, I have a few more of the 3-wick candles, but this is my only one of the small jars. So I thought I'd throw this into the mix for Throwback Thursday a while ago. So Endless Weekend from Bath & Body Works. This is going back a few years ago when they had a whole bunch of a couple different collections that came out in this jar. A lot of people were raving all over this. Like the glitter lids, and people wanted to repurpose them as coasters. A lot of people were taking these once they were finished and complete from burning and using them as cups because they are really quite sturdy. Like, they're delicate yet sturdy. They had all these frosted colors. Of course, Endless Weekend was in this one of my favorite colors, like a mint green, like a very light aquamarine. Like the birthstone for March, I think my mom's is. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. But before we go any further, I will tell you the description that Bath & Body Works gives for Endless Weekend. They describe Endless Weekend as fresh summer mandarin, sun-kissed magnolia, and coconut water. So I'm going to start off by saying this is probably one of my absolute favorite fragrances that Bath & Body Works has ever put out, period, end of story. And that is saying something, considering I am not a floral person per se. But there has always been something about this candle that has taken me back to Maui, vacation, summer fun, you know what I mean? Like, just light, airy, breezy. And I think the name of Endless Weekend is precise. It's perfect. Endless Weekend is a great name for it. Now, I'll show you here too, like the burn here. I always trim my wicks prior to my next burn, so I have not trimmed it. You can sort of see it there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it through the glass. A little long in there because I think I burnt this last time for 3 or 4 hours straight. Anyway, this has had an absolute spectacular burn, even for such a small candle. Now I still have a little tiny bit left to go, but there's just a little splatter mark. I think it's probably when it's mushrooms and goes when you first light it. That's probably what that is right there. But otherwise, this thing has had an amazing burn. Perfect. And how it tapers in slightly towards the top. Generally, I start seeing more sooting up here because it's tapered slightly towards the top, that I'm like normally concerned with most candles, but this is done really, really, really well. So the burn on this has been fantastic. I've been trimming the wick prior to each burn. At this point, I don't know what the longevity of a 1-wick candle is anymore these days, but at this point, I'd say that this would rival a 3-wick candle for how much I've burnt it. It's hard to show you on screen here on my phone, but it's like a tree, and this tree has circles. This also shows like the wax layer, like where it was, and then I pulled out and then I burned it again. So there's quite a few of them on there because I have burnt this quite a bit off and on for the last week, obviously. And I have to say, this is just, it's been a spectacular, it defeats a lot of just 3-wick candles. So let's go back to scent note description. So again, they describe this as fresh summer mandarin, sun-kissed magnolia, and coconut water. I would totally scratch out fresh summer mandarin. I don't get any mandarin whatsoever. What I do get, predominant note of magnolia, followed by a nice watery coconut. And that is why it always brings, this candle scent always brings me back to Maui, always brings me back to vacation, summer fun, some suntan lotion. You know, just so good. The throw on this little 1-wick candle, though, I will say this, and that's not normally the case for a Bath & Body Works 1-wick candle, but this one I'd say I've had this burning in my kitchen, if you can believe it, and along with other things melting in my place, in my space. But I would give this a medium throw. So that's saying something for a 1-wick. Normally a 1-wick from Bath & Body Works, unless it's like, I guess it would be Summer Boardwalk or something. Like, normally that one would throw you out of the house. This one didn't throw me out of the house, but I smelt it over everything else melting, over, not predominantly, but I could smell it. It was in the mix. And I really appreciated that. And so I'd say out of a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, the throw on this one was a solid 7.5. Like it was like it was definitely a medium high, mostly medium. For a 1 wick candle, that's fantastic. I couldn't ask for much more from that. Would I repurchase this candle again? 100%. I have like 6 backups of Endless Weekend from various collections of 3 wick candles. So I'm not going to be getting anything anymore likely this year unless I'm in Bath & Body Works and I see one and it's on sale. I might just pick one more up because I imagine that with my 3 wick candles, I'll probably be burning a few of those this summer just because it's so good. And in fact, I actually gifted a friend of mine a candle Endless Weekend. Because I mean, I'm not joking. I had like 6 or 7, again, throughout the collections, throughout the years, I have been picking them up, but they are one I burn. So I brought one over and I gave it to my friend and they loved it. They raved about it. They said their entire apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, totally exude Endless Weekend, and they really enjoyed that. So there you go. If you got a 1-bedroom apartment, generally a 1 3-wick candle, probably do a pretty good job of filling up your space, at least in the space that you're using at the time. So thank you very much, Tessykins, for selecting probably one of my absolute favorite candles Bath & Body Works has ever produced. So, and I'm happy to say I have lots in my collection that I will be burning. It's not just going to be sitting there. I will be burning those this summer. So thank you so much, Tessykins, fellow Canadian. So let's get on to Throwback Thursday. Let's see what we got here. Let's do candles again first. So the first person down below to make a comment and choose our Throwback Thursday for next week, whether it's a melt or a candle, I will acknowledge that, and then I'll either be burning or melting, and we'll bring it back to you guys next week. So first up, we've got a Queese in the scent Sandalwood Vanilla. Bath & Body Works, London Tea and Lemon. Bath & Body Works, Paris, which is pink champagne. The last candle I have left for this spring is White Barn, also known as Bath & Body Works, Lavender Vanilla. And I should probably smell this up against the Homeworks one and see what kind of comparison. Actually, I think I have a big 3-wick of that, so that might be interesting. All right, so I've got Peeps Cake Fluff Puffs from Rose Girls. Oops. Oh, I almost dumped you guys again. Like, seriously, I have such butter fingers when it comes to my camera. We've got Sugar and Spice Soy Candle Company in Lemon Icebox Cake. The Bathing Gardens, Lemon Curd and Rose Milk. Sensationals Woodland Magic. Sensationals Moon Garden. Better Homes and Gardens, Meyer Lemon Basil or Basil. Better Homes and Gardens Vanilla Bean Buttercream. Better Homes and Gardens Orange Buttercream Cupcake. I'm gonna take another little bag here. From Colonial Candle from Myra and Kyla, I have Clementine Cupcake. Let's see here. Whoop. Where are we? Clementine Cupcake. Rainbow Melts. We have Tea Time, which is described as tea with lemon and sugar. And lastly, from Vintage Chic Scents, we have Pomegranate Princess of Monaco, which is pomegranate lemon. It should be lemon curd and marshmallow. So there you guys are. Thank you so much for joining me again this Thursday. I hope that you guys still enjoy it. I think from the last time I asked, you guys really still enjoy Throwback Thursday. So I'm glad. So we'll just keep it going because it's been a couple of years, I think, at this point. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, taking the time out of your day. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.